Hey, welcome back. My name is Chris Miller, and in today's video tutorial, we are going to begin wrapping up the WordPress theme development series by bringing all this together, writing a little bit of HTML and CSS to start to style our sections that we've created with the flexible content field, and touch a little bit of the fields or a little bit of all the fields, a little bit of all the files that we created throughout the series. Now, as you're seeing in true ad lib fashion, we're just going to roll with the punches on this one and see what we can do. So again, by the end of this video, in the end of this entire series, because this is our final video, you should have what you need as a developer to be able to build your own custom WordPress theme from scratch, or at least know what to do with an existing theme if you want to reverse engineer that. So let's get started. I'm going to flip over to the code editor, and the first thing that I want to do is, this was the original 2021 theme. I'm going to blow out, let me scan all the way down to the bottom here, just blow out all the styles and remove this, remove all the tags. We'll just keep everything as is right now. That's fine. And I just want to create some space down here. You don't have to do this. I'm doing this just to make things extra clear and visible. And if we come back over to the site, let's do a refresh. Okay. And we're going to inspect. And let's first, we're going to ignore the menu up here. That's our main menu. Let's first inspect the hero. So we want to wrap our hero in a hero section or hero wrapper. This is what I like to do. Let's go to hero.php and let's write out some, let's close our PHP tag and write out some tags here. So class, and we're going to say block hero. All right, we're going to create a wrapper. Then we're going to do a row, then a column. This is going to be a traditional hero with image on the right, content on the left. So we want two columns. All right. And this is, by the way, we're not going to be diving really deep into why I'm structuring it this way or why I'm choosing these classes, but do know a lot of this has been influenced from a lot of frameworks and best practices that I've grabbed throughout my career. And I kind of throw my own little spices in the mix. So in the first column here, what we want to do is output the title and the content. I'm sorry, I'm going to leave that up there. What am I doing? I want to echo the title and the content. And there's going to be a little bit different way of doing this when we want to inject it into our HTML like this. We have to open up the PHP tags there, open and close them. And we have to place our PHP code inside the PHP tags. So I'll do the same thing there. And I'll copy out this and paste it right. Paste it right there. Yep, just like that. All right. Cool. So first column is done. We're going to keep that up there. Yeah. Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing for our image down here. So we'll say, oh, that's right. Our image is going to return an array. That's something we haven't covered yet. So I'm pretty sure that this get subfield image is going to return an array of field options. And we can double check by going to our custom fields and clicking on blocks. Let's go down to image. And yep, sure enough, image array. Okay, so if we go to ACF image field, we can see a really quick example down here and the nice little code snippets they provided for us. Yeah, this is one way that they were showing how to get That's right. Yeah. And it also provides the source set as well. And I believe it actually provides the alt text as well. So that's a pretty clean way of doing it. Let's go ahead and do it their way. So I'm going to paste that down below. I'm going to update the get field to get subfield in order to get what we need, and remove that and remove the if statement and bring it down here into a PHP tag just like that. Okay. I'll explain what's going on here in just a second. Let me indent that. Oh, well, my code editor, the code editor doesn't want me to. Okay. Let's just check this for a moment to see if it works. I'm not seeing the image. Okay. Yeah, it's not outputting anything there. Is it because we haven't added an image? Perhaps. Let's go to pages. I think, was this our no title? No. Let's get rid of that. Let's move it to trash. Is it the blocks demo? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we sure do have an image. Let's see. What's going on here? What's going on here? Let's test this by outputting. Well, we don't want to do it in our if statement. Let's just output or echo image, and a little magic trick here. For those of you new to PHP, we can var dump our variable. That's what it stands for, variable dump, I think, pretty sure. And we can go to the front. All right, so yeah, here's all the info inside of that. Let me pull this away. That's all the info inside of our array. Title, file name, that's great. Okay, so we've got what we need. Why isn't this working? So if image, yes, we have image. Is it this that's not working? Let's put that in our var dump and see what happens. Okay, we got a blank. We have a blank string. A blank string. Why do we have a blank string? Display image ID. Oh, it says it right here. We need to switch that to image ID. Okay, my bad. Go to image. We do not want the image array, which could be really nice in some situations if you want all your information in an array, just so you could pull certain parts of your data out. We're going to switch it to image ID instead. We want it to return an ID. Okay, refresh. Refresh. Not working. Okay, let's delete, add, and reselect our image to see if that might fix it. It doesn't. Gosh, okay. We'll figure this one out. We will figure it out. Var dump image. It's still returning the array. Interesting. You know what? Let's roll with it. First of all, let's go back here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that ID right out of there. Okay. We're just going to keep it as an array. That's fine. But let's just make sure we flip this. It's still array. Okay, great. I guess maybe because maybe because I didn't refresh the page beforehand. I bet you if I hit update now and I come down, it will have saved. Yeah, it saved that time. Okay, whatever. Let's go with the array. I already said it. I already flip-flopped. We're going to go that route. Okay. So let's pass in. Nope. Okay. Pass in ID. Great. 37. Amazing. Now. Let's do this. That first argument, a parameter, is going to be ID. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Back on track. So troubleshooting, live troubleshooting. Block hero. We got a space on our wrapper. Why do we have a space on our wrapper? Why? Because we have a space on a wrapper. Okay. Why is it creating a space? I'm doing something wrong. Every time this happens, there we go. We have missing quotations. Close that. Great. Always something, isn't it? Okay. Now I'm going to refresh and go ahead and we're going to style this here. Okay. So under style.css now, if you're familiar with Webpack, Grunt, Gulp, any sort of build process tool, highly recommend using Sass. I'm a huge fan of Sass. I never write out vanilla CSS except for in this demonstration, only because the goal isn't to add more moving parts or anything else. You can use WordPress theming or create WordPress themes without any of that stuff. That stuff makes it easier. As long as you know what you're doing, but there is a bit of a learning curve to get some of that stuff set up, unless you find a really good boilerplate out there. Boilerplate. Say it with me. Boilerplate. Okay. So let's target our block and hero. And we're going to open up the curlies. And before we start writing in there, I do want to create a wrapper. We're going to say width 100% with a max width of 1200 pixels. That's my lovely go-to. And we're going to do a margin auto. So that's going to create our wrapper, or some people like to call it a container. And then we're going to target the heroes row. And we're going to set a display flex on that and see where that gets us. Hero row. It got us nowhere. Got us nowhere. What am I doing wrong? Block hero. Oh, I'm concatenating. Okay. Yeah, that's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. And I'm still doing something wrong. Still doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Let's just test it. Let's hit the row, refresh. Surely. Okay, we're going to test this by just hitting the HTML and saying font size 200 pixels, something ridiculous. Okay, so our styles aren't pulling in. Why are our styles not pulling in? Let's go back to the back end. We'll go to appearances. We're in the Hello World theme. Let's just take that out for now. Refresh. Yikes. Let's check out console. Nothing in the console. Okay. Well, this is a bit of a pickle. Is it something we're missing out of our head? All right, this is a bit strange. Here is what I'm going to do. Let's Google WP style, not loading styles. Okay, why is it not being enqueued? Theme style sheets aren't usually enqueued. They normally load it. Okay. Ah, okay. So, wow, it's been a while since I've created one from scratch. It looks like that, that it's not auto-loaded. That maybe we need to put it in the head. Looks like it is our, we're linking a style sheet here, and that this function is pulling in, this function here is pulling in the WordPress style sheet URL, which should hopefully be the style.css. Let's see. Aha, it does. Great, 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 great. Awesome. Google to the rescue. All right, let's undo what we've done here and hit refresh. Great. Okay. Let's throw 100% on the image or max width, 100%. Refresh. Great. We're getting somewhere. Let's do height auto. Okay. It's not pretty, but it's going somewhere. Let's bring our block hero row back. Refresh, we're still good. We're going to add some margin on the bottom. Push our sections, give our sections some breathing space. And what do we want to do next? Let's just make it like a 50-50 here. I don't want to do that. I guess we just hit the columns. Hit the calls. And we'll do with 50%. All right, great. 50-50. Throw some gap. We'll say gap 20 pixels for now. Let's make that 60. Good enough. Okay, there's a hero section. We're not going to, in this video, work on any responsive, but we would want to do that next. So we're going to come down here to these accordions. We're not going to work on accordion functionality, but we can at least write out a little bit of CSS to make them stand out a little bit more. So under accordion.php, okay, if have rows, okay, this one is going to get a little trickier than the hero because of all the sort of conditions in the loop here. So let's close out our PHP tag. There's many different ways you can do this. This is there's some biases and subjectivity in how to approach this. I like to do it this way so I don't have to echo out all the HTML. I like to close the PHP tag and reopen it later on. So if we have row, then we're going to do section.block.accordions. All right, now I need to move my closing section all the way down here to our after our end while. Okay, now while, so this is going to be the goods. So what we can do is we can come down here. We do need to reopen the PHP tag, and this is kind of where things can start to look a little bit not pretty when you're opening and closing the PHP tags like this. I'm going to close it off here again. Nope, lied. Close it off there. And we need to reopen it here. Tell you what, let's do this. We're going to inline it. We're going to inline that. And we're going to wrap. Let's just wrap it. Great. All right. While we're at it, let's just be consistent. Kill those comments. Okay. Is it going to kill our indent? It's going to kill our indent. That's okay. All right. And now we have our section. Let's go ahead and throw our wrapper in there. We want our wrapper, if I can spell it. And we're going to move that down below. And we need a row as well. Here we go. And now inside of this have rows while loop, we are going to set up our columns. Call. And open that up. Goodness, I am butchering this. And we do need to throw this inside some PHP brackets. Our opening and closing PHP tags. And we can place the H1 outside the echo statement. We're really starting to get into, learning a little bit about PHP through this. This is how I learned over the years. Never intended to learn PHP, but along the way, you learn. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. And I'm not going to wrap that. We shouldn't wrap that in a P tag because we're using the WYSIWYG field, and that's going to return the P tags for us. Okay. I want to throw a title class on here. And we're going to make that H2. Save, refresh. All right, let's inspect the DOM, make sure we've got what we need. Okay, wrapper row call, title, call. We have 2 columns, great. Our title, and then our paragraph. Wonderful. All right, and we're going to pretend like these would be clickable, like the titles were clickable to expand and collapse. But of course, that's not going to be in the scope of this video. So in order to make it look that way, I'm just going to copy this block here, paste below, say accordion, and I'm going to target the title and give it a background of black with a color of white. Refresh. Ooh, I didn't do something right. Plural. It needs to be plural. Accordions. Great. And we're going to throw some padding on it. So say padding 20 pixels. It's all around all sides. Great. And yeah, that's good enough for me. Just imagine if you were to click on it. We can even fake it here. Throw a cursor pointer on there. And it looks like that we can click it with a little hand gesture. Pointer clicker thingy, majig thing. All right, that's it. We're going to wind this video down. This was a little bit of a long one, and we hit a couple of bumps in the road. But, yeah. Again, this is just the beginning when it comes to WordPress theme development. I do encourage you checking out some boilerplates. I've got a boilerplate over on my GitHub. I'll drop a link in the comment section below. Not in the comment section. I'll drop a link in the details below. But there's lots of other great mature boilerplates out there, WordPress themes that are all set up and configured differently. And so it's really about your style and flavor of tools. But at the end of the day, the tools are just a means to an end, right? It's all about creating great experiences for clients and for the users who come onto your site. So with that said, thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, throw those in a section even further below that. If you're on Twitter, come find me, Miller T. Chris, and check out some of the other videos I have in this channel.